Hey guys, Tim here, aka FCFan21, bring you the semi-finals of the Burnt Tower Draft League Season 5 Ryko Division. In the quarterfinals we have beaten Steve Guy, coach of the Rookie These Nuts, and for the semi-finals we take on Pinatella. Sorry. Oh, my throat is really bugging me lately. And Pinatella is coach of the Laundering Lanturns. In regular season we have played Pinatella before and we did not beat her. We lost 2-0 because of a sweeping Espathra in the end game. I, as the number 8, play against the number 3. She beat Spooks 5-0 in quarterfinals. I already know if I'm gonna make the finals I'll play Cheeseburger again, because he beat Taz with a 6-0 differential. So yeah, let's have a look at Pinatella's team. As far as I know, she has not made any transactions during regular season, so she has the exact same team we faced off against in week 2. So she has a Curran, can be either special or physical. She has a Hisuian Samurott, which gives her extra options in the hazard department with Ceaseless Edge, but also something with sharpness that can hit very hard on the physical side. Thunderous Therian, that's very scary if it's able to set up either agility or nasty plot, because with agility it will outspeed everything, and with a nasty plot it will hit incredibly hard. A Laurentis with Terra, Grass, Fire and Stellar, which she used, I believe, in our last battle with the Terra Stellar, Terra Blast, Superpower and Leaf Storm. With contrary, the Terra Stellar gives the Laurentis a defensive boost instead of drop, so that's very nice for her. Talonflame with can also be either physical or special, and if it comes, I mainly see it being used defensive to get a burn off on my physical attackers. Like I said, an Espathra that can roll out of hand very easily with the speed boost and Calm Minds setup, and just hit incredibly hard with stored power. A Grimmsnarl can be either physical offensive or a support set with screens, parting shot, that kind of shenanigans. A Muck with Terra, Poison, Dark and Grass. Muck is, with 1 point, I believe, one of the scoops of the season, because it's very well defensive on the special side and can deal big damage, and Poison is a decent defensive type. Sandaconda is the 3rd Terra type with Terra, Ground, Dragon and Steel. Mainly being a physical, defensive and offensive mon, can set up with coils, can just be an annoying shed skin rest set, could be a Sandspit set to negate my rain. A Keldeo can be either Scarfed or Specs, I think, can do big damage with moves like Surf, Sacred Sword, Hydro Pump. And last but not least, Coporagia, that's Steel's always a nice type to have. So let's see what I bring this week. We bring, first of all, Barraskewda hard as a physical breaker with the Choice Band and Terra Fighting, max attack, 176 speed with the Jolly Nature and Swift Swim, 80 defensive EVs with Liquidation, Aquajet, Close Combat and Flip Turn. Spoiler alert for the rest of the team builder, I will not be bringing Pelipper, so there will be no rain, but Propeller Tail is basically not doing anything in singles, so I just decided to keep Swift Swim on there. Reason is because I think Pinatella has a lot of ways of abuse my own rain or get rid of it. Keldeo and Hammerrod take a nice 50% water boost in rain. Thunderous can run Thunder and hit 100% accuracy in rain. Sandspits and Anacondas have said before. So I decided to not bring rain and just let Barraskewda hit things very hard as a breaker. Liquidation as a great stab option, mainly for things like the Talonflame, the Sandaconda without a Terra. Yeah, close combat just hits things incredibly hard, like the Curum, the Samurott, the Copperajah, and there was a fourth mon weak to fighting, I thought. No, there were 3 and 4 resistances. But yeah, Terra fighting close combat, running the Jolly Nature because I will not get a Swift Swim boost, and I really wanted to outspeed the Talonflame, so I basically only have to worry about Flame Body and not the Will-O-Wisp it can dish out. Flip Turn is there for yeah, just general momentum, and Aqua Jet is there for mainly as a safe, feel safe against the Espathra, because that thing can really get out of hand easily. Second up is Cleavor, the Hacksaw as a physical sweeper. Max attack, max speed for defense, Jolly Nature with sharpness, Stone Axe, X-Scissor, Breakblade, Trailblaze, and the red card as the hold item. Yeah, Stone Axe does great damage into the Curum, the Thunderous, the Talonflame. X-Scissor does great against the Hammerrod, the Lurantis, Espatha, Grimmsnarl, and Brick Break for Copperajah mainly, and to get rid of Grimmsnarl's Light Screen and Reflects. Trailblaze is for my Fizz or my Speed to set up. Does do decent damage into the Hammerrod or the Keldeo. And the Sandaconda without a Terra, of course. But it's mainly there to get to pick up the speeds. Red card is there to, if I switch in, I can take a hit. Something gets now, or either I win the speeds battle and I outspeed set up a Trailblaze. He attacks me either by switching out or by doing whatever. I live it. Something random comes in, and hopefully Pinatella is on the back foot on that point, because either she has to switch out and take a lot of damage from a sharpness boosted Stone Axe or a X-Scissor. Yeah, and basically those two moves can 2-hit KO anything, and that way I can hopefully sweep through her team that way. Those are my 2 physical attackers. The other 4 are mainly special attackers, starting off with our Chelidon Cable as a bulky breaker. 240 HP, 220 special defense with the Assault Vest to take a lot of physical or special hits. The 32 defense combined with stamina makes me physical bulky as well. And the 16 speed special attack EVs with the Mother's Nature is there to just do a little bit more damage with Thunderbolt and Flash Cannon. My other 2 moves are Dragon Tail and Body Press. Dragon Tail again to phase out an Espathra that's trying to set up against me. Body Press, yeah, mainly there for the stamina boost. Because no rain, I feel like run Electro Shot. So Thunderbolt is the replacement for into things like Talonflame and the Keldeo, because other moves don't do as much. So yeah, that's going to be Cable. Fourth is going to be Wholesome, the Hoopa, as a special wall. Max special defense, 128 HP, 128 special attack. Mother's Nature with the Magician, Shadow Ball, Psyshock, Focus Blast and Energy Ball, and again an Assault Vest. Draco Meteor from Specs Curum is a 3-hit on Hoopa. Thunderous' Dark Balls with choice specs can't OHKO me. Espathra needs to be at +5, has to have 5 coal mines up and 5 speed boost for stored power to OHKO me. Keldeo can't OHKO me and has a hard time hitting me at all. So yeah, Hoopa is a very decent defensive wall in this matchup. Shadow Ball also does great damage into most things except for the Grimmsnarl and the Hammerrod. I do have Focus Blast for the Grimmsnarl and also for things like Copperajah, Curum. Energy Ball for things like Hammerrod. Yeah, Shadow Ball, Psy Shock mainly for the Muck, because Muck is mainly a special wall. 5th is going to be Nosferatu, the Toadscrew, only here for support. 8 HP AVs, 100 defense, 148 special attack, and max special defense with a calm nature. And the Mycelium Might, of course, because I'm forced to run that. Heavy duty boots are there for switching into either the Hammerrod's spikes or the rocks from Copperajah or the Sandaconda. Giga Drain and Earth Power as stab options to deal damage, and Giga Drain of course to get some HP recovery. Rapid Spin to get rid of the hazards and knock off. Yeah, just as a great way of getting rid of items. Again, mainly here for the Rapid Spin support, with things like Curum, Talonflame, and a lot of physical hitters like the Samurott and the Copperajah. Not much else for it to do, but getting rid of a couple of items and getting rid of hazards is just a nice way for me to keep a bit of longevity into my team. And last but not least, we bring Zapdos Zappybird as a special, bulky special offensive Pokemon. 196 defensive EVs with the Bold Nature, 60 in special attack, 252 in special defense with the static ability. Leftovers as his item, Volt Switch, Hurricane, Thunderwave and Roost. Thunderwave is mainly there for speed control, mainly for Espathra, so in the beginning the speed boosts don't really matter. Great for Scarfed Curum, Scarfed Keldeo, or anything Scarfed basically, and for other fast things like Talonflame. So yeah, Roost to keep myself healthy, Volt Switch, just does decent damage into most things except for of course Sandaconda and the Thunderous. And Hurricane as a decent stab option. I could run Air Cutter, but that's just not doing all that much, and Hurricane at least can force out some Pokemon. So looking at my opponent's team, what I expect Pinatella to bring is for sure the Samurott, because it just has a decent matchup, and the same goes for the Thunderous Therian. Yeah, especially against Zapdos. Zapdos really gets hard-walled by that thing, so I really need to switch out into Hoopa at that point, just to be sure to live a hit from it. I think Keldeo will be brought again because it did great into our first battle. I expect the Sandaconda to come as a Terra Captain this time instead of the Lurantis. And the final two I think will be Copperajah and the Curum. But I can see roles for the Espathra, the Grimmsnarl and the Talonflame as well. These 6 are for my team I think the most scariest. I am pretty well prepared for the Espathra this time, so I wouldn't even mind one of these 6 getting dropped for the Espathra. Grimmsnarl is mainly annoying with the screens up, because either she gets a safe way of setting up, or I need to switch into Cleaver to break them away and lose momentum that way. So and Talonflame, just because of Flame Body, could be great into my Barraskewda. Again, I do outspeed, so I mainly have to worry about that 30% Flame Body chance, but still not something I really like to face with my physical sweepers or attackers. And so yeah, these 6 Pokemon are the ones that have to bring me to the final. So I am going to connect with Pinatella, and yeah, let's hope we can finally make it to finals. See you all into the battle. Okay, I am here with Pinatella, and not the exact team I did predict, was it? I did saw Hammerrod, I saw Thundy, I saw Sandaconda and Keldeo, but no Kyurem and no... Good luck, have fun. No Kyurem and no Copperajah, but the Sandaconda and the Muk. Okay. Sandaconda can be very annoying to deal with. What do I expect him to lead off with? Could be his Hammerrods, which I think is likely, and I can see a Keldeo lead, basically. I think Toadscrew against Keldeo specs is decent, and against the Hammerrods, Hisui, yeah. So I think I'm gonna do that. Talonflame, okay. Not what I had in mind as a lead. I could go for Cable, because I do wall Talonflame pretty well. Let's do that, because I don't like the 1v1 with Nosferatu. Talonflame. Flamethrower is not doing much. If Modest, Choice, Specs, I can live and knock it off. If it's Talonflame, Utility, Brave Bird, or Flare Blitz, both have about a 25% chance to KO me, so Cable it is. Not the best start, so I'm starting at the back foot. On the other hand, if I go for Zapdos, max attack, Adamant, I take 2. Zapdos is useful against his, against 3 months. Zapdos, Zappy Bird. Flare Blitz 43%, so yeah, this is likely Adamant max attack. Would he switch? Yes, of course he will. What would he switch into? Sandaconda is likely, or Muk. I'm gonna Roost, so to see what he wants to go for, it is the Sandaconda. And Zapdos, Sandaconda, let's say Stealth Rocks, Max Fizz Death, Hurricane is a 2-shot. If he is Sandaconda, Physical Wall I believe, Rock Blast, Max Attack, no loaded dice. What about Rock Slide? And Stone Edge. Stone Edge, max attack. Adamant. Is it 2-shot? Let's see what he wants to go for. What the Sandaconda wants to go for. Shaniqua. Hurricane 45. Snag a Confusion. Goes for the coil. Okay. Setup Snake. But it did just the 45, so I think it's going to be something like this. So in that case I know this. A +1 Stone Edge, I still live. So Hurricane still feels pretty safe and should be a 3-hit even with lefties. Right? Leftovers, Hurricane, guaranteed 3-hit. So that's nice. If she stays in and goes for either coil or the Stone Edge, which I know I can definitely live. She's probably calking, and 45% is a somewhat low roll. I hit it. Rest. Oof. Nasty. I know. Coil, rest. Probably a rock and a ground type move. If I go into Barracuda, that's a nope. If I go into Toadscrew, small chance at a 2-hit, but Sandaconda not going for the Terra tells me it's probably the Muck that's... oh, never mind. Terra Steel. I'm going for a Volt Switch into Nosferatnut. Steel. Earth Power now is a 2-shot for sure, so we'll go for that. Wait, I think I go for Knockoff. So, if she switches, how much does any hit do against me? Yeah, it's not doing all that much, honestly. So, yeah, I think Knockoff is the better way to go. Get a crit. Oh. Yeah, that's very unlucky. I probably kill with the Earth Power now. Yeah, she doesn't know my spread. Earth Power doesn't hit 2 of the 4 mons, but yeah, there we go. So, Sandaconda gone. Zapdos is very healthy. I just had the 2 mons in. Damn, it's crazy. Little Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series reference. For anyone who knows that stuff. Probably just me. What do I expect to come out now? I'm not really scared of the Thunderous because it's not a Terra Captain, because she now does not have a Terra Captain. I need to reconnect. And Thunderous doesn't really get a flying type move. It's the Muck. Okay. Muck. Muck. Just sounds funny saying it like that. Muck. On the one hand, I could go for Cable because he doesn't take much damage. And Knockoff couldn't hurt just to scout what kind of set it is. Earth Power was into a AV set. A 3-hit KO. I'm just going to knock it off. Rocky Helmet, okay. Poison Jab, 40%. Gets the Poison Touch. Not great, but... knockoff did 40. So... maybe not Adamant, but... Calm. No investment, but... or maybe little investment. And knockoff did 15%, so probably something max at max HP. If I go into Arch, I don't think this, but probably something like this. I don't think he will be doing all that much, though. And he doesn't really have much into cable, so... Talonflame. That's very fair. I expect a switch. Talonflame utility. I know Flare Blitz. And how much did Flare Blitz do into Zapdos? 43%. And that was no crits. Okay. So, Zapdos. Oh yeah, that thing is very offensive. That looks like max attack to me, but Flare Blitz has a small chance to 3-hit KO me. I expect the switch now into probably the Thunderous. Expecting a electric type move. Or she just goes for damage, and I am pretty okay with that. So I'm clicking Dragon Tail, she goes for damage. Get a stamina boost. Oh, that's 29%. So something like this. Here comes Keldeo. Ooh, Keldeo, Specs. Secret Sword is definitely a KO if it's Specs. I need to check something. Give me a second. Team, add, nope, back, go back. I want draft, Keldeo, Resolutes. Type Dark Taunt, okay. Type Ghost, nothing. So it doesn't have much for Wholesome. Normally. Vacuum Wave, yeah, no. I ain't gonna play that game. So what would you switch in? Probably the Muk, right? Hammerrod is also a possibility. Too bad I can't. Well, Vacuum Wave. Nah, this probably Specs. So she's going to switch out. If it's Hammerrod, I would like to go for Focus Blast. If it's anything else, Psyshock. But I do think the Hammerrod is the most likely candidate to come out here. Well, it could be the Muk as well, by the way. Shadow Sneak Muk. Tough. I mean, Shadow Ball is a middle ground play, that covers most things pretty well. Samurott, Hisui, Muck, AV. Can't ask my girlfriend, she's watching series. But I need advice. Oh. Focus Blast does at least does damage, so do I dare? What do I lose by clicking Focus Blast? I mean, I always do damage, so Talonflame. 34%. Damn, that's nice damage. But I'm going out into Arch. Roost, fine with me. Last time she went for the Flare Blitz. So maybe she goes for it as well again. Well done if she switches into Thundy here. And otherwise I am pretty cool. Roost. Fair. Switching to Thundy is kind of safe now, so yeah. Okay, the Muck. Get some chip into the Keldeo. Would you go for Vacuum Wave again? I don't have all that much to fear from Specs Keldeo, do I? Hoopa. Yeah. Or does she double? Could be as well. Talonflame. Back into Cable. Fun. Sip of me drink. I can see her Roost here. So I'm clicking Dragon Tail and let Cable go down because not really seeing it do all that much now. Yeah. Dragon Tail and get Switch Initiative. It was max death, I believe, so something like this. If I switch into Barraskewda, Liquidation is not a guaranteed KO. And with Terra Fighting, I don't do much either. Zapdos, nope. Cleavor, nope. So I think Toadscrew? Or just Hexo, Zeppy, Zapdos. No ground type anymore, but perhaps I lured in the Thundy here. I could go for the risky Barraskewda play here. I'm stupid, I had to go. Switch into Hoopa would have been great. Zapdos doesn't really take all that much. I can see her go for a poison jab, trying to poison me. And Hurricane does decent damage, so even if she switches out into Thundy, I feel pretty good. Or I just miss. I mean, knockoff. Of course. Okay, I made my first misplay by not going into Hoopa there, because Hoopa was pretty free. I'm gonna roost. I'm roosting again because of that crits. I could also just click the Volt switch here, because I'm going to predict her to switch out onto my roost. And if she goes into Thundy, kudos for her. Otherwise I get switch initiative and I do not. Okay, last time poison jab. Toad Cruel doesn't take it. Well, going out in what I last time I went for the Focus Blast into Talonflame. Muck in a Hoopa. Just the Psyshock, damn. But I should be outspeeding if he is Shadow Sneak. I should be able to live. I'm clicking Psyshock. And if the Hammer Rod comes in, we'll deal with that when that happens. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, Ceaseless Ash is very free for her, so that's probably what's going to happen. Can I get a static at least? Thank you. So, lead, persecute him. Why is it still Terra Water? Close combat should still knock it out though. If it's going into Talonflame, yeah, that's not going to do enough. How much did Liquidation do? Into Samurott, Hisui, lead, water. That's a 2-shot. Okay. Could also go for the flip turn into Hacksaw. I think I'll do that because Talonflame. Thank God no burn, because that would have been very bad. Keldeo Resolute. Have to switch into Hoopa. Surf isn't doing much. Energy Ball. It's either the Hammer Rod or the Muck, and Hammer Rod is Muck, okay. 11%. Psyshock. Nice. Something goes my way here, nice, but it doesn't look all that great here for me. Because I don't think I can live a Dark Pulse. Volt switch, okay. Into hammer rod. Breaking possible sash there. Yeah, I should be able to outspeed it. Volt switch. I can 17.1. Hoopa. Thunderous, Therian, Specs, Volt switch into Hoopa does definitely do not 17%. If it's Scarf, it's probably Scarfed. Okay. Interesting. If her final 2 months are Scarfed and Specs, I mean, I can calc that as well. Energy Ball, 22%. That's a fair amount. Keldeo did Surf 21%. Keldeo, Surf. Okay, definitely not Specs. Double Scarf? Who knows? Hammer Rod, 65. Flash Cannon, okay. That's annoying. But a Shadow Ball should do the trick, I believe. If Flash Cannon comes out again, I'm cool. Okay. Now the Keldeo. I think Barraskewda can win this now. I definitely think Barraskewda can win this now. Aqua Jet, okay. Clicking close combat. Resist. That's 1. I don't think Barraskewda can win this now. Let's see what Horsey wants to do. No! Vacuum Wave! Okay. I really hope it's choice locked into Vacuum Wave, because otherwise I do have a problem. Okay. GG Pinatella. Well, that's the season. Damn. Curious about what the Keldeo set was in the end, because it's definitely not choiced in any way. Expert bells? I can see that. I think if on the Hammer Rod I could have set up a Trailblaze, I might have got it, but that's what if. Yeah, that's the season. Looking forward to season 6. And yeah, not much left to say there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in the finals. Bye!